Guys, is it really July? Or is it actually, I mean, if somebody told me right now it was the end of September, I'd believe them. Genuinely, I would believe them in the UK right now. In fact, I would be like, oh, it's actually quite warm for September, isn't it? It's quite lovely. How lucky are we to have an extended September? No, seriously, is this really July? Is this what we're getting? The spiders are even out. Spiders are making their webs across this little pathway here, and they don't normally do that until September time. And the whole plot, it just feels like it's September. I can't even explain it. It's just September. We've even got apples. Look, we're getting all the apples up in the tree there. All the apples, and I just the whole vibe. The vibe of the allotment right now is end of September. Genuinely. Oh, what a start to a week. Honestly though, seriously, what is going on with the weather? I'm getting so many people are like messaging me as well when I say anything about it, saying, oh well, you know, it's always like this in the UK. And I'm like, really? Is it? Because I don't feel like it is. I feel like we normally get a little bit more sun in June, July. You know, looking back at my old vlogs from last year, I'm usually in a t-shirt, do you know what I mean? Not a jumper and a coat at this time of year, and Wellington boots in July. This is unheard of. Surely this is unheard of. Oh my gosh, I'm all discombobulated. I actually had a really bad morning. I did not get off to a good start this morning. I had a massive anxiety attack. My heart was pounding away. The whole way here I felt like I'd run a marathon. I'm now talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour because I'm trying to get over the anxiety attack. Just take a minute to just recognise that anxiety sucks, and I'm 36 years old and I still don't know properly how to get over it and how to like move on from these anxiety attacks and stuff. I think it's just part of life that you have to learn to live with alongside, do you know what I mean, and just accept that it's probably gonna come and hit you at some point. I'm very glad that I decided to come here today though, because this is my anti-anxiety medicine. The allotment plot is very quiet today. I expected it to be. It usually is on a Tuesday, but also with the weather being like this, I think I might get quite a few days where it's quite quiet here and empty. There's no building work. There's no building work. It's amazing, it's quiet, it's beautiful. So very excited for that today. I think it's going to be a day of sort of hard work, hard jobs, keep my mind off of, you know, my mind basically. Lots of weeding and lots of sorting things out, so let's get going. But I'm going to start by feeding Einstein just because I need a little pick-me-up, and I think Einstein always gives me that. So let's go feed our favourite bird. Oh god. Here it comes. There it is. Oh, look at that. There you go. There you go. Look at that, Einstein. Free worms. Free worms for you. Actually having a panic attack right now. I don't know if it's a panic attack or an anxiety attack, whatever it is. I'm definitely having one right now. I was just standing there and then I just couldn't stand any longer. I could just see spots and I couldn't catch my breath, and then I just thought I was going to die. I thought I was just going to fall down and just die. I think I'm just going to sit here for a bit and try not to burst into tears. let's regroup, let's refocus, because panic attack doesn't have to ruin our day. Everything's okay, we're safe here, everything's fine, it's nice and quiet today. I'm going to tackle the brassicas. I think that's the best thing that we can do. I feel like that's the best thing that we can do after a panic attack. Go and tackle your brassicas after a panic attack, guys. Right, okay, let's do it. Let's go and have a look at the brassicas. Try and distract myself a bit. Come on, come on. Okay, so here are the brassicas. Sorry if I'm a little bit breathless. I can't quite catch my breath back. They are not looking amazing. They've got a lot of weed on them. I think the first thing to do, I'm going to pull all these nets off. I'm going to assess the situation under there and get the weeds out, and then we're going to have a little look at how they're doing. Right, now we've got a plan, we execute the plan. Let's do the plan. No, this was not the plan. I wasn't supposed to take all of it off, but I have, so... Okay. Right, at least we can see where all the weeds are now. This is very good. It really needs a proper weed. Do you know what as well? I haven't seen many cabbage white butterflies about this year. In fact, I haven't actually seen many bees. Have you seen many bees this year? I have not seen many bees this year. I'm wondering where they all are this year. Even on a lot of the flowers on the other plots, there's hardly any bees on them. I don't know where they are. I think the crow does though. I know some of you might be thinking, why didn't I just go home after that incident? Why don't you just go home and have a bath and have a cup of tea? I've learned through the years not to walk away. If I have a panic attack and I leave, it kind of makes it worse. It makes me feel like the panic attack was valid. Do you know what I mean? It's like my body overreacted to something, and if I leave and move away, it's like the panic attack was right, and so I'm more likely to have another one. The best thing that I've found personally, and I'm not an expert on it, is to stay put and try and ride it out and then carry on as if nothing happened, and just try and sort of teach myself that you're not going to die with a panic attack. It's okay, you're going to be okay. You just got to rise above it and just carry on. And it's really, really tough, I know, and I flipping hate it, but that's why I'm still here, still plodding along. I mean, I've only got plants watching me, so, you know, plants don't judge. Or do they? Right, I've weeded the brassica bed, and what I've done as well is I've taken a lot of the dead yellow leaves off the bottom because that's what the slugs like. But actually, I mean, they all seem to be doing okay. I haven't been sort of actively protecting these against slugs, but actually I think you can see there's quite a lot of green, and we also do have a lovely broccoli which is starting to flower, so I think I'm going to cut that one today and take that bit home, and we've got some more growing on the sides of it as well. But you know, despite the slug damage at the bottom, it does seem to be doing really well, and so are most of them. The sprouts have been a little bit munched, which is annoying, but then the sprouts, I think they'll be okay. Always lots of whitefly on them. Lots of whitefly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and stake some of them. I don't really have proper support, I've just got some sticks, but I think better than nothing, you know? I don't want them all to topple over and die. So what we'll do is we'll just stick some stakes in. Ugh, like it's snowing with a whitefly. Right, I wonder if I can just snap that off. Do you reckon I could snap it? I think I'm going to just snap it to there. Yeah, there we go. I'll take that home for my lunch. That looks lovely. Right, let's get this netting back on and try and do a better job of it, make it straight. choose to do such a complex job today? There we go, we did it in the end. It actually looks a lot better. Let me come away and show you. I've actually made it a bit straighter as well. Netting back on, all the brassicas weeded and structurally supported kind of, and the netting looks a little bit straighter. I'm happy with that. That will do. Right, I'm actually going to move these two pumpkins. I'm assuming they're pumpkins and not courgettes. They might very well be courgettes, but they're sort of growing a bit long. So I think they're pumpkins, and they're just in the wrong place. And a lot of you messaged me to say that you should really move plants when they're smaller, not bigger. So I'm sort of just going to move them now. This could be an absolute disaster, but I just think, you know, we're having a bit of a rough day. We might as well just sort of go for it and take some risks, you know, why not? What's life without some risks? Oh, I'm feeling a bit better now, can you tell? Sort of perked up a little bit after the brassica situation. Let's move these pumpkins to the archway and wish them luck. I've also learned on these vlogs that a lot of people do not like me moving my plants. They absolutely hate it. A few people say they do it too, but a lot of people are like, no, just leave them alone. But, you know, I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna move them. They're not in the right place. I'll try and get all his roots if I can. He's coming up nicely. I'm not feeling any pull on the roots, so that's a really good sign. I've got a little pull there, but you know. Yes, that's pretty good. Right, let's move him. Ah, I didn't think of this bit. I haven't got the hole ready or anything. Oh my god, oh my god. Now I think he might, oh dear, it's coming away from there. Not gonna die, you're gonna be fine. Just relax, mate. Right, that's one in. Let's go get the other one. God. Right, they're in there. Two new pumpkins, 1, 2. Don't know what variety they are because they're just sort of extras that I put around the plot. Thank goodness I did though, because I've got the opportunity to sort of move them to the archway. If they survive, I will let you know this time. I really will let you know. Also, I need to move some of this slug defence around. It's the only sort of defence I've got at the moment, so I'm sort of hoping it's gonna do something. There we go. I know a lot of you do get invested in the survival of my pumpkins, so I will keep you updated. In my next vlog on Wednesday, I will share an update on how those pumpkins are doing. The other side, absolutely fine to be honest. Everything's just looking very nice and bushy and happy, so, you know, at least one side would be good. Oh, there's a bee. You see what a surprise and a shock it is when I see a bee, because I'm just not used to seeing them this year. There's been hardly any. I'm off home. It's very grey and miserable today as well. Apologies for the interruption in this vlog, but I thought, you know, I've got to share it and be real with you. It's just my life and its reality of allotment life, and I think a lot of us use our allotment plots as an escape for our mental health and to kind of, you know, to improve our mental well-being. And it is remarkable what just spending time outside in nature can do for us. I actually don't know what I would do if I didn't have the allotment plot to come to. If I wasn't here and I had a panic attack like that, it would have been a lot worse. But because I'm surrounded by nature and it's so quiet here and I can get on with gardening jobs and pottering around, it just helps. It just helps. So, you know, allotment plots are so much more than just growing food and flowers. You know, they are just so important for our mental health, and even if you can just get out in your garden or go for a walk in the park, you know, it all helps just being outdoors. So I hope you've enjoyed the vlog today as much as you can. I'll be back on Wednesday. On Wednesday we're going to be tackling this. The strawberry patch of doom. To be honest, my strawberry plants are looking very vibrant and healthy. Absolutely fantastic. Hardly got any strawberries this year, but you know, there are still a few little flowers appearing there that I might get some still. But it's all the runners we've got to sort out. We've got to sort out all the runners. So join me on Wednesday for sorting out a strawberry bed, and I will see you then. Until then, have a lovely rest of your gardening week. See you Wednesday, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.